your ex understands you and your emotions much better than you. Ben, I don't understand why she did this. Dude, because she knows you. She knows very well what you think. She knows very well what your fears are. She does not want to be the crutch in your life. She has her own problems. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You should never get in a position that your ex or any other woman tell, hey, you know, I'm really proud of you. You're a good boy. You're supposed to be a strong man. You don't need the validation of anybody else. You don't need the validation of your ex. You want to create attraction here. You need to do the exact opposite of this. What guys do, they want to get her validation, so they do things to get her attention. Say, hey, look at me. What about now? Is it good what I did? Do you approve? Are you happy that now I'm not the guy who lost you? I'm not that weak guy anymore. Don't stop. That will not bring her back. You need to do the opposites. Do you think James Bond would ever do that? That's what I talk to guys in the program. I always say, hey, if you don't know what to do, imagine what would James Bond do in this situation? He would never tell a girl, hey, I've been working on myself. I'm stronger now, and I've also been going to gym and I lost a few kilos. Do you think James Bond would ever say anything like that? Of course not. James Bond wouldn't care what anybody thinks about him because he has a badass life. Because he has a good life. Your ex, pretty much any woman, is attracted to guys who are strong. Now, what do I mean strong? If you're going through the breakup and you want to get her back, you need to know what is strength and what attracts her. Right now, what she's thinking, so you can re-attract her. And most guys, instead of focusing on strength and power and attraction and trust, they focus on text messages. They focus on trying to convince her, trying to sell her the idea of getting back together. Your ex doesn't care about any of that right now because to her that relationship is over. There are certain things that you do that kill attraction, and most guys do after breakup, and they push their ex away and they don't know they're doing it. For example, obsessive thinking. If you constantly think about her, everything that you do will change. Your Instagram post will change, your Facebook post will change, your text message will change, the way she talks to you, you will change, how you communicate with her, everything you do will change. You automatically go in the defense mode, you go in the weak position, you will have the lower ground, and she will see that. All those obsessive thoughts of her with somebody else, her never coming back, what if she finds somebody better? What if you never be able to rebuild the trust? What if you took her for granted? All of these thoughts, they just make you act and react weaker. So here's a hack. Focus on overthinking instead of how to text her. Focus on what to do with these thoughts, because your text is a product of your thoughts. This is what I teach in my program. I teach you how to think. I teach you how she thinks, so you can basically strategize. You can never come up with the right text message if you thinking about it the wrong way. You can think about it the right way or the wrong way. If you're overthinking all the time, thinking about all of the mistakes, all of the bad things, all of the what ifs, there's no way you can come up with the right thing. So you need to take control of these thoughts and obsessive thoughts, and you need to change them. This concept is so alien when you look at the videos on YouTube about getting your ex back. Pretty much everybody talks about, okay, now let's do this magical no contact, and they expect things to change. If you're away from her and you're obsessing over her and you have these thoughts without realizing, it doesn't matter if you stay away for 30 days or 60 days, nothing will change. She needs to see you got this under control. And then it changes, everything will change. For example, guys send me the post they do on Instagram. You can tell this post is just to get her attention. And she knows you, dude. She knows you're doing this to get her attention. She knows this is not who you really are. So if you look at your post when you guys were together, let's say Instagram or Facebook, go through your post when you guys were together, but the relationship was good. And compare those things with the recent things that you're posting. Don't do things to get a reaction out of her. Don't try to make it jealous. Don't try to show the messages of, hey, I'm gonna fight for this. Sometimes I see guys post these things on Instagram, memes and messages, text, images, videos that I'm gonna fight for us, for our love. You have to come to terms with her that this relationship that we had is over. And I'm fine. Another big thing that makes guys unattractive is not understanding the frames and the dynamics of the relationship. Most text messages that I see from guys, I go through the text messages with my clients, they show me they fall under the frame of mother and son. For example, the guy starts to report to her, hey, I've been taking care of myself. Hey, I've been reading this book. Hey, I understand what I did wrong. Hey, look, I've been going to gym. I feel better now. Now I go and, I've been applying for better jobs. Now I make more money. They constantly report to her, hey, look at me. What about now? Are you attracted to me now? Make sure not to fall under mother and son frame. And usually what women write back is things like the struggle getting that woman to trust and feel attraction towards them is because the dude doesn't have his life in order. They basically have what I call is unregulated life. Bad routines, bad discipline, lack of emotional regulation creates codependency because the dude doesn't know he's needy. He thinks he loves her. Maybe you think you will love your ex. And he keeps saying, I love her, I love her, I love her. When you don't understand neediness, then you mistaken it with love. They're completely different things. Neediness is when you're always restless. You are not at peace. You obsessively think about her and you're needy. You want her to complete you, which is the recipe for manipulation and control and codependency and all of that. So make sure you understand your emotions because you kind of tricked her without realizing, because when you attracted her, you were probably this cool, badass guy, confident, but in a relationship, like most guys, you probably lost yourself. And when you lose yourself, you become the unattractive person that tries to trick her emotionally. And she sees this. Most of the times guys tell me, man, I can't believe my ex went with somebody else. I can't believe the woman that we were together for 3-4 years, she loved me so much. Now she's gone and she doesn't care. She doesn't even write me anymore. Dude, look at what you did. And when I talk to guys and I see what they did, they say, oh man, I was just weak and needy for a few weeks. Doesn't matter. It is the dating scene and the rules of jungle apply. Now, it doesn't matter how much you want to sugarcoat it. Doesn't matter how much you want to listen to these videos that say, oh, be vulnerable, open up. Openness creates bond between people. You're not her girlfriend. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be a man that she could lean on. And that's cool. Don't worry. If you don't know what to do, that's cool. I show you how to do it. First thing, read my book. The link is in the description. But the point here is she understands you. And if you think why she changed, take a good look at yourself and see how you changed. Now, if you're blocked, if she's cold and she doesn't answer to your messages, or she's not responsive, think about it this way. Women are like waves. David Deida in the book The Way of Superior Man talks about this. Wave comes and goes. It comes and goes. Now, the frequency of this wave depends on how your relationship was. If your relationship was good and you just made a few little mistakes, then she might come closer and then she sees you change and you lost yourself and you become weak and needy or took her for granted and made mistakes for a reason, she goes back. But because your relationship wasn't too bad and the breakup wasn't too bad, she may come close again. If she blocks you, it usually doesn't mean it's forever unless you make a lot of mistakes. That's what I want to think about when I say women are like wave. Don't freak out if she blocked you. Most guys, they get blocked and they freak out and they make the situation worse. They get another phone number, they get another SIM card and then message her. Don't do that. Don't message your ex from another phone number. Don't message her Instagram from another Instagram. Don't message her family. Don't message her friends. Keep your cool, dude. Think about a wave. The wave comes and goes. You know what your ex wants? Your ex wants you to stop hurting. She wants you to stop suffering. Because when you go back to attraction and trust, women and people in general, this is probably the biggest secret of attraction. Women trust somebody who's emotionally stable because she knows in life things are gonna go wrong. And if you lose yourself, and if you're in terror and panic and sadness and you lose yourself, you go talk to your friends, you tell people, I don't know what to do, your Instagram and Facebook changes, you say all of these sad things about yourself. She sees that you lost yourself. She sees that you're not stable. She sees that you're suffering without her. Somebody who's not emotionally stable is not somebody they can trust because she knows her life is going to be difficult one day and she needs to trust you so you can take care of it. So if you find yourself going through struggles, going through terror, if you want to rebuild attraction and trust, you need to take your emotions under control. And the most attractive guys to women, to your ex, to any woman, guys who are emotionally strong. That's one of the most important traits of attraction. I'll talk to you about other traits as well, like having a vision, being motivated, making progress, looking cool, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, all of that stuff. But one of the most important things is emotionally be stable and just stop suffering. But if you want to get this girl back, if you want to understand attraction, if you want to get yourself back before anything else, read my book And in there, I teach you state control system, the 4 steps of first getting yourself back, then rebuilding attraction, and transitioning into a new relationship. This is Ben. Don't worry, I'm going to help you get her back. Download the book. It's free. The link is in the description. It takes about 45 minutes to finish. See you in the next video.